When I was 25, I was so eager to be financially independent. So the first thing I did was to invest most of my money. I soon realized I was wrong. Investing is a crucial part of personal finance, but it's not typically the first step. It should start with a health checkup on my finances. We call it a financial audit. In this video, I will show you to start your first step into financial audit by building a personal income statement and a balance sheet.
Hi, my name is Cynthia. I have previous experience in financial planning and in hedge fund. In this channel, I will discuss finance topics from a financial planning perspective that will provide you with practical steps to build healthier and wealthier finances. My brother came to me another day and asked me for advice on investment. He is now in his last year of college. He wants to get better in managing his money. Learning from my own mistake I gave him an analogy. If I'm going to the gym for the very first time and I know absolutely nothing about exercise physiology, I would probably go do some squat straights without thinking. Whereas if I hire a personal trainer, the first thing that she would do is to get a better understanding of my body and my goals. My height, weight, age, diet habits, medical history, or whether my goal is to lose weight, gain muscle, improve on my flexibilities or others, so that she can plan our training accordingly. The same would apply to our finances if we want to improve our financial fitness. The first thing that we should do is to conduct a thorough financial audit. A personal or family financial audit is like a health checkup before our finances. It involves a thorough review of our financial situation by understanding where our money comes from, where it goes, what assets and debts that we currently have, so that we can better plan our money to achieve our goals moving forward. The two forms that we will be using in the accounting terms are the income statement and the balance sheets. The first one tracks our income and expenses, and the second one tracks our assets, liabilities, and net worth. Each month, if we spend less than what we earned, we will have some savings for that month. This saving will then go onto our balance sheet and become a part of our assets and net worth. If we have more savings, it will eventually turn into other type of assets, such as a property, an investment, or a life experience. I really like the idea that I heard from a speaker back in college. I don't remember his name though. He said, we don't want to live our life like an income statement, where we just make enough to cover our expenses. But instead, we want to live our life like a balance sheet, where we work and try to build up our net worth. I know many people live paycheck to paycheck, and it's totally understandable, and that's where I was before. What we aim here is to shift from the income statement mindset to the balance sheet mindset, where we can have more control over our finances and build wealth over time. An income statement measures our income and expenses over a certain period of time.
This is what my personal income statement looks like. I have it for each month and I have it for each year. I really like to look at graphics instead of just pure number. All I need to do is I have a daily trackers that will keep tracks of all my expenses and incomes for each month every day. And after I input here, so the nice thing is it will just generate an income statement for me. I have a summary. It shows a total income on top, total expense, and what's left over for investment and saving for that month. It also has an expense summary for all the categories and an income summary for all the income. And this is the expense and income distribution. And by the end of the year, I will have an annual income statement. And again, I don't need to do anything because it will just take the summary for each month and generate a total income, total expense, and total investment and saving for that year. And all these numbers are made up for illustration purpose. So there is also a calendar to keep track of daily income and expenses. And I don't think this is necessary, but I just have it here. It's all automatic. I don't need to do anything. So my income statement is simple and straightforward. And it's just so nice to see graphics and know where I am in terms of how much I make and how much I spend.
If you're completely new to personal finance, I would suggest you to do it for at least 3 months. just to get a better understanding of your spending habit, and that will help a lot moving forward when we do our budget, making financial goals and setting plans for those goals. It will take about 5 minutes each day for you to keep track of all your transactions. I know this process could be tedious, but moving forward, our goal is to get rid of this process after we automate our finances and build an infrastructure of it. For now, we'll stick to it just to get a better understanding of your spending habits. A personal or family balance sheet provides an overview of our financial situation at a specific point in time.
And now let's look at the balance sheet. The balance sheet is less fancy because I only do it once a year. I would recommend you just to keep track of your assets, liability, and net worth at the end of each year. So if we take a look at the left side of the balance sheet are the assets. The assets are ranged in terms of liquidity. So the first we have cash and cash equivalent assets, and the second category would be investment. It includes your retirement account, stocks, index fund, ETF, and if you have more, you can just add it here. And the last section of asset are the least liquid asset, which also known as your fixed assets. So note that the number that we put on the balance sheet are the market price instead of the purchase price that we have. If we look at the value of a property here, this number would not be the purchase price, but instead it will be the value if you would have to resell it back in the market as of now. And on the right side of the balance sheet, I have all my debts, long-term and short-term. And again, these numbers are made up for illustration purpose. And this is my net worth. And the net worth number, it's what we want to build up. So we focus on building up the net worth number.
This could be an assignment after watching today's video, is to just to get to know your finances a little better, so that in our next video, I will share with you how we can set financial goals to live the dream life that we want. We will do small steps at a time. The process of building up a healthy finance will not happen overnight. It's like training our body. We will not see immediate results, but what we need to do is to train our muscle, gain strength every day, and eventually we will get to the body that we want. You can download my income statement and balance sheet for your own use. I have made a separate video on an Excel tutorial of how you can customize the income statement to fit your own needs. Thanks so much for watching. I will see you next time.